great video, there's nothing like seeing the show in person. And of course, we're all going to get a chance to do that tonight. But before we do, I'd like to introduce you to three very important people who made World of Color possible. We have Sayre Wiseman, show producer. She's from Walt Disney Imagineering. We have Steve Davison. He has quite an interesting title. It is Vice President of Parades and Spectaculars. Did I get it right? And he's also the show creator. And then we have Mary Niven, who is the Vice President of Disney California Adventure and Guest Services. So Steve is responsible for the concept of the show, started on it from the very beginning. Sayre helped Steve and helped the whole team put the whole thing, brought it to life. And Mary is the person really responsible for getting it in the park and making it operationally possible so all of you can see it. So we're going to start today with Sayre. I think she's got some behind-the-scenes stuff to show us.
Well, when we heard about this event, we thought, wouldn't it be fun to sort of show you a little bit of the behind-the-scenes? Most of the stuff you're going to see has never been seen by anybody. In fact, some of the stuff that Steve put together as well, I hadn't even seen until last week. I was there live, but I think you saw in the opening video the recording at Abbey Road's studio. I just want to talk about my experience there because for me, in any big show, and particularly for World of Color, the actual recording of the soundtrack is probably one of the most special moments that you live through when you're putting on a show. When you work so hard to get to the point where you have 100 musicians in a room and the composer gets to stand up in front of that group, having really never heard of stuff live except on, synth tracks and whatever, but hear it live and the downbeat and that sound. And it was such an incredible room. It was an incredible place to be. We walked across the little, where the Beatles walked across, the stripes thing.
I was joking.
We did the whole tourist thing. It was fabulous. And what we don't have a picture of, which I just want to say, is I arrived, I think, the second day we were recording. We did some prep day, and then we recorded, and I arrived the first recording day. And I walked up, and there's a white wall. The whole building is just covered with these white walls. And there's a wall outside with a parking lot, a tiny parking lot right by the building. There's a wall outside, and people have gone, who've recorded there over, 50 years almost, have written their names in pen and done colorful things. And I was walking up, and I was looking at them, wow, this is so cool. And I saw World of Color. The team had already put their mark. But it really was unique, and it was such a special moment. And the musicians were, we love recording here in LA, but it was a little different because they don't usually do Disney stuff there. So a lot of them just came up to us and said, "This is like music from my childhood. This is so cool." To be playing some of the stuff that hasn't been, played in a long time. It was just amazing. But I want to show you just some, this is literally Steven with his iPhone video, okay? So take a look.
Yeah, so it's not the best sound. Actually, it's pretty amazing sound for an iPhone, but it basically was me kind of sneaking around, taking some fun footage. So this is stuff no one has ever seen, and enjoy.